I'm Dave McHugh for D3Football.com here at FDU-Florham, where the Stevenson Mustangs get a 55-22 win to improve to 3-0 overall, 2-0 in the MAC conference, joined by quarterback John Gasparovic, who was 11 for 17 on the night, 155 yards and 2 touchdowns. But it really wasn't the passing games you guys were focused on.
No, sir. The coaches had a game plan coming in. We were going to run the ball, and then that would help set up the pass. And we were looking to get the ball in the hands of our playmakers out there. You know, we were running short, quick passes, giving the ball to our backs, and let them do their thing.
You talk about the running game. Trey Lee, another big game, 158 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground. How important was it to get the ground game going?
It was very important. You know, we feel like, you know, the run will absolutely set up the pass, and Trey Lee did a great job, you know, running the ball. But I also have to give credit to my offensive line. They, you know, opened up the holes. You know, Trey Lee hit them, and then when it came time to pass, they were protecting well. You know, I don't think I got sacked on the day, so it was great. It was a great game.
You guys had a lot of huge holes, especially early on. Some big runs from Trey Lee and even the other running backs. You talk about how big that offensive line has stepped up. That was really a focus in the offseason.
Yes, sir. Our offensive line is probably like the focal point of our offense. Everything builds off of that. They open up the holes. They block well. They do it all. I mean, they're a great group of guys. I love them.
Of course, the focus coming into the season was K.K. Smith returning. Would he or wouldn't he? He does not return, but look at the got from Trey Lee already as a freshman. Did you expect that kind of turnout from him?
I expect the world out of everybody. You know, that just comes with the position. I expect every player to do the best they can, play fast, 110% all the time. It's not just Trey Lee too. It's all the backs. It's everybody, the offensive line, the receivers, everybody. You know, everybody contributes, and that's you can see what happens.
Of course, you only threw it 17 times, 11 catches for 155, as you mentioned. So how important was it you guys actually executed on the passing plays?
We knew that we were going to work short, quick passes and run the ball a lot. And then we figured, they would start coming down a little bit, and we would try and open up a little bit. But we had to hit them. We had to. We only threw it a couple of times, so we knew we had to capitalize off of them.
Let's talk about the defense, who gave up about an average of 30 points a game last year. This year they've only given up a little over 50-some-odd points. How important has it been that this defense step up?
Oh, the defense is great. I'm loving what the defense is doing this year. If it wasn't for that fumble return for a touchdown that last week and this week, these could be different games. But the defense, does a great job. They work their butts off, and it shows. It really does.
We're talking about 3-0 start. Again, first time in program history that 3 wins, obviously just in your 3rd year. I talked to other players throughout the week. How important has the progression been this year? Not only the wins, the big play, the notoriety. Are you guys really poised for a breakout, or how do you keep yourselves from letting down?
We're just trying to go out there and win every game, win every Saturday, win every Friday, whenever we play. I feel like the players have really invested a lot of their time, and it really does show. Like, these guys are out here pushing themselves. Offense is pushing the defense is pushing the offense, and it really shows. Everybody's contributing, everybody wants it out there, so it's a great time at Stevenson.
Of course, next week it's on the road at Delaware Valley. Obviously you haven't looked at game tape just yet, but knowing what happened last year, knowing the team you're going to face, what do you guys got to do to execute and maybe win that one too?
We just got to play fast, execute all the plays, and just give it 110%. Lay it all out on the field.
Well, congratulations on the 3-0 start. Again, quarterback John Gasparovic for the Stevenson Mustangs here at FDU-Florham. I'm Dave McHugh for D3Football.com.